So Team STG, we got over 45 minutes of NBA 2k19 gameplay. Get your popcorn ready, sit back, relax, and here you can check out multiple teams, multiple games, quarters, 4K gameplay, Xbox One. Enjoy, like, subscribe, peace.
Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. It may be one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses and creating. He said, you have to read the defenders, draw them, then get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to get tackled. Well, that's a foul in the NBA, but I understand his sentiment, guys.
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. Well, we got plenty of youth on both sides. Clark, what's it like to be part of an up-and-coming team in this league?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a mixed bag. I think it's both very exciting and on occasion extremely frustrating because you don't know what you don't know, and the lack of experience sometimes is more prevalent with young teams than more experienced ones. So watching both of these teams develop over time is really going to be fun to see how their journey plays out.
These coaches will need a lot of patience, though, and the veterans on the team, too.
Exactly. Both ways. You're right.
Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Here's Payton. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Holiday and Moore filling out the perimeter. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Payton in at the one spot. They retain possession. It's Redick on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Another shot. Covington's shot is off.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. To the inside, Payton. After two misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Well, I think the postgame of Payton catches defenders off guard. I mean, he's got a lot of moves down there.
Simmons against Moore. Embiid the screen. Redick with the three. Here's Sharch. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Really like how Sharch uses his size and length to get after the offensive glass. Very good at crashing the board.
For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Moore passes to Davis. And Embiid pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Passes it to Moore. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And Davis sends it back. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. A bit of an up-and-down season for Covington last year. Great 3 and D player overall, though.
Yeah, very good in those areas. He started out really hot, Kevin, and then was on his way to what looked like a breakout year, and his confidence waned with his shot, kind of like a golfer struggling with his putter. But this guy, because he defends, he has good size, and he does have a good shot, I think he'll bounce back nicely.
Here's Moore. After Ben Simmons' bucket, Davis with a screen on Covington. Davis sets a screen. And stolen by Redick. Fast break, Philadelphia. Here's Sharch. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
There's a screen. Payton kicks to Davis. Pass to Holiday. That's tipped. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And slam dunk by Sharch.
How about that? Reddick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Here's Payton. 76ers getting the bucket. And there's the pass to Davis. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. Fultz comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. And the Pelicans also making a change. Mirotic is checked in. No good from Moore. The 76ers leading by 4. And there's Fultz on the assist by McConnell.
Like that explosion to the basket. Fultz can turn it on so quickly. He's past you before you know it. Quick as a hiccup.
Davis setting the pick for Payton. Inside, they need this. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Šarić. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. Oh, great ball movement there.
Pelicans trail by 8, and first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
How can you not be a fan of T.J. McConnell if you like grit, tenacity, always ready to help his team? He's a fan favorite because he plays with such a competitive edge, even when most of the time he's outmatched physically. Extremely scrappy and heady. He played his college hoops at Arizona, and he's got a long future in front of him in the NBA.
Johnson's checked in for Dario Šarić. The Pelicans also changing it up. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Miller's subbed in for Moore. To the inside, here's Davis.
2 minutes to the
Basket counts.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Here's Embiid. That misses off the backboard. Arizona guards know how to get it done, and McConnell is no different.
No, he's really been surprisingly good at this level because of his toughness, his smarts, and he's actually gotten better with his little mid-range shot. His vision is outstanding. His defensive tenacity really good. I mean, this guy has proven that he's a rotational player of value in this league.
Fultz kicks to Johnson. There's the pick. Chandler inside the line. Miller grabs the miss.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward. Good job putting the pass in front of him, throwing it where he's supposed to be, not where he is, paving the way right to the bucket.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you want to hear from a fan's perspective. No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Now, here is Hill. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Mirotic gets the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The 76ers trailing. Now McConnell. Embiid with a screen on Payton. McConnell passes to Embiid. And here's Chandler from the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, Kevin, we know today's players can really elevate, but it's the landings that create tremendous strain on the body. In fact, at least one team bans its veteran players from dunking in practice. Kevin, that is not a problem for me.
David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys, they just running around. They were tough.
Tip-off goes to Houston. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Melo and Tucker are the forwards. The engine of this team, Paul and Harden in the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center. Green with a screen on Anthony. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a quick foul for him there. Looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Paul with the ball. Anthony left side. Pass to Capella. Over to the left wing. Paul, no one around him. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
With Paul's skills, whether it's off the dribble or off the catch, the mid-range area is money.
Passes to Anthony. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. No good from the wing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Durant, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Harden inside the three-point line. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. It's Durant with the drive. The shot, no good.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lets it go from the wing. And the Warriors miss again. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
The eyes of Chris Paul. He's always had tremendous vision.
And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Here's Capella. And it's Durant with the rebound. Green in the post. Guarded by Tucker. Durant against Anthony. Green with a screen for Durant. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Durant's got his first 2 points.
He handles like a point guard. KD looks at ease running that pick and roll.
Anthony sets the pick for Harden. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Harden.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Curry against Paul. Curry's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Harden inside the three-point line. Cousins pulls it in. Warriors have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Outside for Curry. His three-pointer's off the mark. Houston in the lead. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now here's Cousins. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Drills it from outside. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Curry dishes to Cousins. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Rockets have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head, this is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
First free throw is good. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley, entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back nine of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
And so he hits both. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. There's the pass to Cousins. That one falls. Cousins has got 6 points.
As much as today's game is being played on the perimeter, it's good to see Cousins attacking inside.
Now here's Anderson. Outside Gordon. Nene setting the pick for Gordon. Nene the pass to Gordon. 4 on the shot clock. Anderson's shot is off. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. That ties the game.
And this is a shot Bell can make. You give him room and he'll make you pay.
And here's Gordon. Anderson outside. Nene the screen. Here's Gordon. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
For Houston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one misses. And he ends up missing both free throws. Iguodala with a screen on Anderson. Here's Bell. That one good for 2.
And this is where Bell likes to operate. Comfortable inside, knows he can get it done from there.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Warriors ahead, up by 2. We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors. Live on 2K Sports. Welcome to the Tuesday afternoon broadcast of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Ingram. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Ingram, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Both sides will try and push it on the fast break doors to get easy scores. Talk a bit about playing fast, but also playing with efficiency.
Well, you look no further than the Golden State Warriors, who, when they are playing with pace and out in transition and the threes are flying, it's electric and, frankly, almost unstoppable. But they walk that delicate line of playing fast without turning it over. You want to give these great players freedom. But within that freedom, they've got to make sure, okay, we've got to value the basketball. And yes, we can maybe turn it over 10 times per game, but we get north of 10, 15 turnovers, and that's going to put us in a little bit of a problematic situation.
Good analysis. Here's Curry. He drains the quick shot.
Boy, I don't know that I've ever seen a better pull-up jump shooter than Stephen Curry. An amazing ability to stop on a dime.
James kicks to Rondo. McGee a screen. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James drops in the layup for 2.
Heating up early on. This is exactly how he wanted to start the night.
You're right. I mean, he's found his rhythm early. The defense has got to do a better job guarding him from this point on. Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
McGee is screen on Curry. Rondo kicks to Ingram. Passes it to LeBron. Back to Ingram. Shot clock at 6. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Curry kicks to Cousins. Back to Curry. Right side, Green. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Rondo. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And despite often going small, the Warriors are the best shot-blocking team in the league without a dominant center inside.
Yeah, Kevin, that means it's about their overall length, especially on the perimeter. This is not just blocking shots in the paint. They're snuffing out long-range opportunities as well. How about Steph Curry, guys? You look at the superstar beginnings. Think about he was born in Akron, Ohio, the same city as, of course, the great LeBron James. In fact, born in the same hospital, just 39 months apart. Something in the water over there, guys. I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done. Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. And again, no good by Golden State. And talking about Curry's start, his parents were tremendous athletes themselves.
That's exactly right. His father, Dell, played 16 seasons in the NBA. His mom was a standout volleyball player. His sister was, too. Athleticism runs in the family. Those are some pretty good genes. I'll tell you, the crowd is stunned he got that one to fall.
McGee a screen. Rondo kicks to Ingram. Stolen by Durant. And Thompson gets it to go.
Well, you've got to identify Klay Thompson early. In transition, he's so dangerous.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And after the Lakers landed LeBron, the talk was about if they would add Kawhi Leonard as well. Ultimately, it didn't happen. And Lakers want to keep their young guns in the end. And LeBron has said he felt that the team was ready without Kawhi and came to the Lakers because of that youthful core they had in place.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bell is checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And McCaw is subbed in for Thompson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Stevenson comes in for Ingram. Hart, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Here is Stevenson following the score by Golden State. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Puts it up from 12. Warriors with the rebound. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they've put the defense on the defensive.
Curry can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound. James takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. James has got 6 points.
Well, there's a brute physical force to LeBron James. Couple that with his terrific instincts, unbelievable reactions, and he's pretty good on the offensive glass.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Hart to the paint. Here's Ball. He's off on that one. Nice D from Cousins. And Bell kicks to Iguodala from 13 and too long on the shot. A steal. And here's Bell from the arc. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. The arrival, certainly, of Kevin Durant fortified an already great Warriors team. Teammate Steph Curry spoke about what KD brings to the table.
He gives us a different dynamic that we can count on. He's obviously an all-world talent that does things on the court that not many people can do. You know, he's hungry, just like the rest of us, to get to that stage again and get back on top.
You know, Greg, KD and Steph are a lethal combination for sure, nearly impossible to guard.
I mean, both former MVPs, and with the talent surrounding them, a chance to make history.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Kyle Kuzma is out there with Beasley. Then there's Lonzo Ball. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Hart in at the 2 guard.
Well, think about Sean Livingston. He seemed to be ahead of the curve from day one. Here's a man who could walk at 7 months. Or maybe I should say baby who could walk at 7 months. He was reading by the age of 3, playing basketball by the age of 6. Kind of a prodigy, guys.
No good from Bell.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Kuzma with the screen for Ball. Kuzma with a screen on Iguodala. Stevenson dishes the Ball. Clock at 6. Kuzma sets a screen. Buries it from three-point range. Ball's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Warriors trail. And you look at Livingston in high school, 5-star recruit, and already a fan favorite because of the way he played.
Well, Sean Livingston is an unbelievable passer. He's got great court sense. He's a perfect leadership presence in the locker room. And think about his story, the gruesome injury that certainly took a toll in his career, but the ability to fight back and make yourself an integral part of a team that has now won multiple championships. You talk about great talent, but even tougher mentality.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Timeout called the Lakers. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Cousins. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Thompson in for McCall. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Beasley. Brandon Ingram comes in for Lance Stevenson. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Josh Hart. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, Doris, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
McGee a screen. Rondo is screen on Green. Outside Rondo. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I tell you what, Rondo will get physical down low in that post. He is not going to back down from anybody.
Green, the pass to Thompson. No good that time.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Yeah, that's not a good example right there. You could have worked it around to get a better opportunity.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
And Green now, top of the key. Durant with a screen on Ingram. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Draymond Green.
And it's true. Kevin Durant is all about doing what's best for the team. This guy has no problem setting a great screen.
Now here's Ingram. Kicks to LeBron. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rondo kicks to Livingston. Green, the screen. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Right side, Rondo. In the corner, it's James. Over Green. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors trail by 6. And it's Ingram with the rebound. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. James kicks to McGee. Now Rondo. The dish to James. The fadeaway. Unable to get that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers ahead, up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined by Steve Kerr. Coach, plenty of action in the first half. Probably too much for your point of view. What do you need to do to stop these guys?
Well, we have to contain the ball. Their penetration is leading to a lot of those three-point shots. So got to stay in front of the ball handlers and do a better job with that. But, you know, it's a long game. We like the pace. We like to play this way. And we feel like eventually our defense will kick in.
Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. In the second quarter, they were easily the better team. The points started coming for them in bunches, and they built a 6-point lead by halftime. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was super impressed with their shot selection. I think that was part of the strategy coming in. They wanted to be patient with the basketball, move it around, and get high percentage looks. Obviously, that's going to be big.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They got to get more aggressive on the glass. Over the first half, we saw them being schooled down low. You know what I'm going to say, Ernie. Barbecue chicken. If I was coach in the locker room right now, they'd be getting an earful. Extra rebounding. Effort will pay off in other ways. The energy is really where it starts. Something like that, Ernie.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew. Shaq Johnson.
TheRealSTG Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We've got the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony from the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, for decades we have seen elite big men dominate in the paint, but with more and more threes, they now have to cover a lot more ground defensively. So a few executives think the center position may undergo some downsizing in the years to come. Kevin?
Foot speed at a premium. David, as always, thank you. This should be a fun one to watch tonight, C-Webb. No shortage of athleticism for either of these teams.
Oh, get your popcorn ready. This is highlight reel material. Keep your head on the swivel or you might get dunked on. And if you're a fan, keep your head on the swivel or you might miss a nice dunk.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. JaVale McGee is out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. Connects from three-point range.
First points of the night, and here we go.
He's showing his initiative, trying to put his imprint on the game right out the gate.
Lopez against McGee. Here's Ingram. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Not getting anything to fall here early. 4 straight misses to start the game.
And it's good for 2.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here is McGee. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one, but he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
Bledsoe left side. In the corner, Middleton with it. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lopez kicks to Snell. Clock at 6. Lopez a screen. 11 feet away. It's tipped.
And Caldwell Pope just has unreal timing on defense. If you put up something soft, he's going to send it back.
The Lakers have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3-and-D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star, and other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing out there?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from McGee.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
And the Lakers with another miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
Kicks it to Snell. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Lopez. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
LeBron against Middleton. LeBron passes to McGee. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Ingram against Antetokounmpo. And that one goes long.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Here's Snell. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Lets a floater go. He can't hit that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Ingram.
NBA athletes are getting longer, more athletic, better. Ingram's a perfect example.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first. And then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well. And you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 3. Feeds to Stevenson. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Ball. Beasley with a screen on Brogdon. Here's Ball. Plays it up and banks it in.
Remarkable at sizing up screen and rolls. Ball, he has a knowledge of how to break down the defense. It's special.
And look at that jam. Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Lets it fly. Hart, that's good.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Bucks leading by 3. Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Brogdon a screen on Stevenson. Stolen by Stevenson. Wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
Yeah, how about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Henson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Henson with the screen. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. Drills the three-pointer. Ilyasova's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is what Ilyasova is known for, a lights-out perimeter shooter who knows he has the green light.
The pass to Hart. Kuzma sets a screen. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusted.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly.